I finally got my 3 Ateez binders kind of sort of updated. I was on live like a week and a half ago to do this with you on TikTok. We spent what, like almost 3 hours doing this together. I am still waiting on a lot of group orders from this era, so more cards will come later as always. I mean, the cards are never ending with Ateez, but let me do a full flip through with you. If you are new here, I know I don't post much on YouTube. We will get into my 𝚃𝚒𝚘𝚎𝚡 lore. My main platform where I post every day is on TikTok. I am �ＯUTRO.JM. First, let's get into this set because this one is very special to me. This was the first winner set I have ever owned because I won this fan call with Yunho, and this was the first fan call I ever won, so that's why it's front page, okay? Front page worthy. Super exciting for me. The backs of these are so pretty. This event took place on New Year's, so that's why there's the New Year theme. Speaking of Yunho and Yeosang, those are my biases. My, I guess, like main bias is Yeosang. I am double biased though, so Yunho's up there with Yeosang. And those are the two members that I focus on collecting. I do collect OT8. I have a decent amount of OT8 sets. I have an OT8 binder where I put the rest of the members, but I have an entire Yeosang and Yunho binder. We will get into that one later in this video, but the one you're looking at now, this is the OT8 one. Focus. I need to get back on track here. These are the benefit cards from Mini Record, which is the one I won the fan call for with Yunho, and why I have OT8. I love these cards. Yeosangs and Hongjungs make me laugh. Look, and then also Wooyoung, there's always an inconsistency. He has like a yellowish gold bag on the front, and then on the opposite side when you turn it over, he switched to blue. I don't know what happened there. And then right behind the one that I won, we have an OT8 set for fan sign that I lost. This was the Hello 82 one that they did in LA for KCON. I attempted, I lost, but the photo cards are cute. And these floral cards come from I don't know how to pronounce it. 𝘺𝘒𝚗𝚞𝚏. I don't know. It's a beauty brand. They did a collaboration and Ateez had this set of photo cards and they're so cute. I realized that the color of their flowers matches the flowers around their name on the back. Like, I love the details of these cards. They're so pretty. I wish they didn't have such a heavy filter on them. Like, Yeosang's birthmark is covered, but in the promotions it wasn't. So why? Anyway, beautiful set. I love it. Then we have the sets from the 2024 season's greetings. This was the darker set. What was this? Criminal, I think it was called technically. And then we have the alibi set. I think Hongjun's is missing. He was lost, but he was found. I came to a realization while filming this and I really thought about it. Oh, I know what holder he's in. Wow, that just hit me. I've been mad about this all week and he's on one of my bags. Okay. Mystery solved. Literally. Isn't that the theme of like... Anyway, now that we know Hongjun is not lost forever, we have the 𝚃𝚒𝚘𝚎𝚡 kit set. This is from the fan club membership, which this is actually the first one I have ever bought for any group ever. I have been a part of the BTS and the TXT ones, but I never actually ordered the benefit until Ateez because I have a 𝘰𝚑 now. And then we have the units. I love their unit cards. I eat that shit up every time. This is a set from their summer package. I do have Wooyoung in a photo card holder, so he is currently missing but not lost. He just looks so fine in this photo card. Now we have Ateez birthday merch. My first one was recently. It was Yeosang's birthday clips, and I've kind of back collected Seonghwa's and Hongjung's, and then Yunho's. I'm not trying for all, just the ones I like and my biases, of course. Then we have the postcards with a pot one thrown in here of Yeosang. This is the 2023 season's greetings set. I got the prom set in mine. Oh, and I will mention, because it is coming up, the way I organize OT8 is a little bit different. So far, it has been in fan chant order because of these 8 pockets, but it's different when we get to the 9, and that may trigger some people. I'm sorry. First, we have a backboard. This is what keeps my collection sturdy and prevents any warping due to gravity because of how thick this binder is. This thing weighs over 10 pounds, I just know it. So having a backboard is just a measure to keep my cards safe. We have some OT8 album cards and then a page of units. Like I said, the units get me every time. They kill me. I love them so much. So the way I organize my OT8 9 pockets is unique to what I feel like doing, okay? When I look at a page, you know, this is my philosophy. This is how my brain works. I want to see my biases first. So Yeosang is going to be center. And then on either side of Yeosang is going to be Yunho and Wooyoung. Then below that is the next in my bias line, which is Seonghwa. And then so I try to keep a vocal line together, which is why Son and Jungho are there with Seonghwa, right? And then at the top, we have rap line, Hongjoon and Mingi. I'm beating up this Mingi because I'm trying to tell you that it was so ridiculously hard to find. I did a group order, like I said, for 𝚕𝚗𝚤𝚤, and we had 66 albums. We got 2 bread Mingis out of all of those. But yeah, that's what makes sense to me. That's what I like to see. It's my collection. It is what it is. I want to show you this set because it kills me. They got rid of their fingernails. The filter just completely deleted their fingernails from existence. It's silly, but I wish they would stop just packing on the filters on these photo cards for real. So now we are getting into my unfinished OT8 sets. We still have time in the era. I still have group orders coming where I get the album cards, so these may fill out more. And if not, like, I'll buy them eventually. This is where I'm saying more please, like more masked photo cards. They're so good. When I saw these, I was like, this is an OT8 need. I did complete this set because I did a group order for this one. These are the platform version random ones, and then we have the kissy face. Look at Ooze. Look at Wooyoung's card. Kills me. I still need Hongjoon and Jungho though to complete it. So those are all my sets. We are getting into the cards I have of other members that are not in my Yeosang and Yunho binder. So Seonghwa. Again, not in fan chant order. It goes Seonghwa and then Wooyoung because those 2 switch spots in my bias line like every other week. So just Seonghwa next. He has such pretty cards. I love his so much. The diversity, the duality here is amazing. If he was not so goddamn expensive, I would definitely collect him more. Most of the Seonghwas I have pulled myself, or I got from a group order, or I found for a surprisingly good price on Mercari Japan. Okay, let's take a break to talk about my 𝚃𝚒𝚘𝚎 lore. I became 𝚃𝚒𝚘𝚎 a week after their show here in Houston, Texas. So that was guerrilla era, movement era. That is when I started collecting because I started standing them the same day that I watched the guerrilla music video. So it snowballed. Like my love of Ateez happened very quickly and very intensely. And I've been a collector of K-pop since 2021, so I already had the background. I had been collecting BTS for some time, and so collecting Ateez was an easy decision. Ignore that this Wooyoung is not in the right spot. Like I'm going based off, I guess like oldest era to newest era in these sections, and I don't feel like moving stuff around. Okay, he's sitting there for now. Movement era was a simpler time collecting wise. Yeosang had not, like 𝚕𝚗𝚎𝚎 had not happened. Okay, he did not skyrocket in price and popularity for a hot minute. Like people were throwing their Yeosang photo cards at me, so I had it easy for a bit. For a while, people were actually quite backhanded to me about being Yeosang biased. Have times changed? Have times changed? Sorry, I was beating up that photo card of Hongjoon because that was the first one where I went so out of my way, because in the beginning, right, I tried it to be like, I tried to focus on my biases, but Hongjoon kept coming around. He kept trying to wreck me. Like he would not leave me alone. That was the first photo card where I broke down and bought it, and now here I am like collecting everybody except for Mingi. Look, the reason I have a single Mingi in my collection is because my sister is Mingi biased. She biases Mingi and Son. So most of my Sons I have pulled myself and she already has. Mingi, he avoids me. I do not pull Mingi, but somebody actually gifted me that one, which is why I have it, because otherwise when I do pull Mingi, my sister takes him. That was a lot to get through. I know. We still have a whole other binder, which is actually bigger, believe it or not, than this one. Look how thick and chunky this one is. Okay, but let's take a break. Let's do a smaller binder first. This one is it's tour and DVD. Also, a quick aside on the materials I use in my collection. Everything at this point is Meow Cafe. I am a Meow Cafe affiliate, so if you would like to save money on a purchase from Meow Cafe, you can use my name at checkout. This is my code. Their supplies are my favorite, so I highly recommend that you give them a try for yourself. If something is empty, it is because I have it on display. This photo is on my collection shelf, and I have a few photo cards in photo card holders. I had this Wooyoung one where he's touching his eye on on display for so insanely long. It is my favorite photo. This one of Yeosang, I have in a holder because I took this to KCON with me when I saw them, and Yunho's, he's somewhere. To be honest, the only reason I have these in my collection is because it is cyberpunk. They're in these cyberpunk outfits. That was my favorite song before I saw the choreo when I was just becoming 18. I heard it, loved it, and of course it hit harder once the choreo and the outfits happened. So these Yeosangs, this was a random Polaroid in the Break the Wall DVD. I got one DVD, but they put 2 Yeosangs in there, so I wanted to trade him. I just never had the energy to, so now I just have 2 in my collection, which I'm fine with. Again, an inconsistency. Mingy, why did you have to take this in front of the blue wall when nobody else did? You're the outlier. He's beautiful, but the inconsistency as a collector, it hurts sometimes. I'm gonna speed through this a tiny bit because these are the postcards. Now in the DVD that came out before this one, they did the opposite. So they had OT8 Polaroids and then random photo cards. So I pulled Yunho and then I bought Yeosang. I found that to be too satisfying, so I wanted to keep the ASMR in there. So that's all for this binder. Now let's get into another big boy. This is my thickest one. This is my Yeosang and Yunho binder. Ignore the duck go off to the side. Before I had this Meow Cafe binder, I had it in like a regular school binder from Target, and that one I could decorate way more easily, and I had the whole front done, but it did not quite translate to this binder in the same way because this one is a special size. It's larger, and I gave up on it. Okay, this is the green hair Prince Yeosang page, and then we go into the green Yeosang page. We do have a broadcast. It has been my goal since Outlaw era to pick one broadcast, and I will tell you now that this goes Yeosang Yunho, Yeosang Yunho, Yeosang Yunho, Yeosang Yunho, from the most recent era to earlier older eras. You may have noticed by now that I am not a completionist collector, and if you have not, you definitely will notice in this binder, okay? I collect what I like, I collect my pulls, and I prefer stage outfits, unique concepts. This era is not over. They are still releasing cards like crazy. I still have a lot on the way in group orders, so this era is definitely going to fill out a lot. So I have 2 backboards in this binder, and this one is underneath 𝘺𝚘 and 𝘺𝚘𝚎 because of the insane amount of cards. Like the way that they just kept coming, and then the platform situation, and then there was units. There was so many things going on, and those eras just really filled up this binder. Okay, so again, yeah, cards are missing. There's empty places. There's my one broadcast I picked. I also have a 𝘺𝚘𝚘𝚜 card. Like there's merch ones mixed in here. This is like the green Yeosang page, and then we have Pretty Bad Boy biker Yeosang page, which I love this page a lot. It's so aesthetically pleasing to me. So because there were so many cards this era, I actually started splitting them up by outfit. So we have the white outfit page. I mean, it's slightly ridiculous to me that we could have a whole 9 pocket page of them in like the same outfit. This empty space, this card has actually been on my bag all week because I recently got it. It's the other version of him sitting down. I think it's like a digipack one. Then all of these album cards. I mean, the Lollipop one was a pop-up exclusive. I live in Houston, so there is an Eve Pink that has pop-up exclusive things, so that's how I got to that. Hello 82 Yeosang, I got through that group order I did, and then we have KCON cards, which I went to KCON, but I was not really at the con very much, so these came from a friend. They were gifted to me. Pew Pew and Pillow Yunho are like my favorites from this era, but he has so many good ones. Like he has like his mullet going on a little bit. Like this one on the bottom center is one of my favorites too. Yunho's is not organized as well as Yeosang's. Yeosang, I think I have more cards, so it was so much easier to put him into his little outfit categories. I struggled with Yunho. We have a decent amount of empty spots. I can't say that this is going to fill out much more because I'm over it. I'm over this era. I'm over the cards. I don't want to go back and back collect because I collected my favorites and that's plenty for me. Like no more please. And then we start getting into 𝘺𝚘𝚎𝚎. I love these cards so much. The bunny Yeosang actually has a funny story. I only bought that and I did overpay for it, not by a lot, but I did overpay. because a guy rejected me and kind of broke things off. And I was so pissed that I went and bought that card for comfort. It is a comfort card. I love it. Don't regret it. I just love having memories attached to my cards. And I love my collection so much. I really just can see so much of my life in these cards. We made it to the era that I started collecting and fell in love with Yeosang. With the amount of photo cards that we just went through, it feels like this was forever ago, but I think it was a year and a half ago. Wild. But look how pretty he is. This photo card right here is actually the first Yeosang I ever bought, and I was obsessed with this because I thought of that one video where Son was just constantly touching Yeosang's butt. So I call this photo card Yeosang's butt sweater photo card. Ignore this extra Yeosang in this place. I don't want to put him on a page by himself. So this is where things really start to get inconsistent. This is like a random Yunho page of just random Yunho cards that I love. This is another one that would go here. Well, no, because this page is full. I am constantly struggling with my Ateez binders. This Season's Greetings Yunho was one of my first high priority Yunhos ever. I love that one a lot. The blonde, he looks so good. And then we have another Yunho page. This is Movement Era, just a ton of Yunhos there. And then this is my highlights Yeosang page. This card was a bitch to find. Honestly, I call this Hollow Tummy Deja Vu Yeosang. I made a TikTok about it. I kind of called someone out about it. But anyway, love that card. And then we have another second highlights Yeosang page. And then we get into like the blonde, like this is just like the blonde pink Yunho page. He's kind of hard to sort for some of these eras until like I fill out my collection more and flesh it out. This is my first broadcast card. I miss when they put the little, the description of which broadcast it came from. They don't do that anymore on the new ones, and it makes me sad. And you will start to notice in my binder that these older eras are like, I don't have a lot of cards for them. I'm still working on completing. I want to complete at least Yeosang's Korean album photo cards. That has yet to happen because I mean, the comebacks just last so long. Like, there's going to be cards released while they're on tour, while they're still working. That was a user error, my bad. There we go. Pretend like that didn't happen. Like there's no end, and so I don't really have a break in time from new releases for me to really focus on back collecting. I don't focus on Japanese releases either. The only one that I did, which we will get into later, is Paradigm because I loved it so much. Next we have the blonde Yeosang page. I love this page so much because his blonde was so iconic. He's such a cutie with blonde hair. Half of these were gifts from my sister, like Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, because she also loves blonde Yeosang, and so that's like those are the only cards she buys for me. This is another mixed page. Like I did Limitless, like I bought 1 or 2 albums, and then Paradigm because Paradigm is so underrated. I love that comeback so insanely much. I am Paradigm's biggest fan. Okay, and that's the last of it. This is everything I have in my Ateez collection currently. This is going to change and look different, probably very different in just a few months' time. I'm also planning on switching things up. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I just know I need another binder. If you want to see more of me and my content, I post a lot of unboxings, and when I get new cards, please follow me on TikTok. I also do a ton of lives and hang out with you there. I talk about my group orders. We sort my group orders. It's a lot of fun. I hope to see you there. I will also leave my Instagram. I share this with my sister. We are both admins on it. We host group orders, we trade, and we sell. Boy.